Welcome to this yoga flow class. My name is Roseanne, and I'll be guiding this very quick, short sequence for when you're short on time. So begin standing at the front of your mat. Roll your shoulders and then reach the arms up overhead and to your sides. Arms reach up and to your sides. As you ground through the feet, feel activation through the legs. Nice tall spine. One more time. Inhale, reach. And exhale, bend the knees, fold. Lengthen the legs and bend. Lengthen to bend. It's warming here. Lengthen legs again. Hands to shins. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale to fold with knees bent or legs long. Roll up through the spine. Arms again. Circle overhead. Arms to your sides. Drop the chin. Roll down. Bend to straight. Bend to straight. Hands to shins, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold, roll up through the spine again. Arms reach up and overhead and to the heart center. That left foot can press into that right leg. Tree pose here. Open and close the knee. Open and close. Hips face forward. Try to hug that right leg in toward midline as the left leg opens and closes. Leg can open a final time. Take that left hand to the same thigh. Extend the leg and bend. Extend and bend. Lengthen that leg a final time. Bring it in front and then feet side by each. Arm sweep up. And fold. Hands to shins, halfway lift, inhale. Fold again and sink into chair this time. Hands at heart center and press yourself tall to stand. Arms will circle. Hands to heart again. That right knee into the left leg. Tree pose. Open and close that right knee. Finding that sense of string from crown all the way to the sky. Open that knee, same hand clasps that thigh as a support as you lengthen and bend. Lengthen and bend. Final time, lengthen, leg comes in front, and then step the feet side by each, arm circle. And fold. This time step back into a plank. Knees can come down or they can stay lifted, whatever you'd like here. Lower, 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 all the way onto the belly. Press up into the forearms, broaden across the clavicles, heavy through the pelvis. And exhale, lower right back down. Hands press into the earth as you tuck the toes, hips high, downward facing dog. That left leg can rise and step it through between the hands. Both legs step forward. Hands to shins, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Bend those knees, sink hips into chair and rise. Arms sweeping behind the body. Maybe you interlace the fingers here. And then hands arrive home at the heart. Step back, short stance with the left leg, warrior one. Lengthen lead leg and pour yourself forward. Rebend that right leg. Hands come together. See if you can use the strength of your center to rise back into warrior one. And then heel toe to find your warrior two. Torso open to the left side wall. Lengthen the lead leg as you find your triangle pose. Right arm down, left arm up. And turn this into a side angle. Bend that right knee, light through that bottom forearm. Other arm might come over the ear as you really squeeze those legs toward one another. And pivot on the back toes. Find a runner's lunge here. Left arm forward, right arm back. And the left hand can plant as you rotate right. Hands frame the front foot, step back into your plank, knees up or down. Come forward with the body a little strong through the front line. Lower part way or all the way onto the forearms, whatever serves. Or chest comes through the arms here. And exhale, tuck the toes, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Pedal those feet. And just a little shake of the head here, yes. And no. That right leg will come high. And bring it through between the hands and step forward to the front of your mat. Hands to shins, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Sink again into chair and press yourself tall. Arms can circle, hands land at the heart as you step back, short stance, warrior one. Lengthen the lead leg, arms reach. Pour your body forward. Engage through center here, exhale. Now rebend that left knee. Arms reach up by the sides of the ears. Clap your hands together and see if you can use the strength of your center to rise. And then open up into warrior two toward the right side wall, heel toe, heel toe. Find what works for your hips. Front knee in line with second and third toe. So if you're pressing down on a table here, and then lengthen the lead leg, reach to the front arm, and revolve the arms. Triangle. Bend that left knee. Again, light with bottom forearm, squeeze legs in. Release the toes a little. And then pivot on the back toes. Right arm forward, left arm back. Body's on an angle here. And then ground, right hand, rotate left. Both hands return to the earth. Find that plank. Your variation, come forward, either all the way down or part way down. Chest through the arms. And downward facing dog. Right leg rises. And pull it through between the hands and drape the shin here. And find an active, perhaps, pigeon. Press through the legs. Okay? If pigeon isn't in your practice, you might roll onto the right hip and find deer with the legs. Active. Press through your foundations. Maybe a little nod of the chin up and down. You're lifted. Maybe a little glance over each shoulder. If you're high, you might be able to bend the back knee and clasp or just reach for the back ankle. Again, hands can be on the earth, but I do want to model strength here through our foundations because we don't want to dump into the hips. We want this press. The more we press, the more likely we will eventually be hands-free. And release that down. Hands plant, tuck the left toes, send that right leg nice and high. Bend the knees, stack the hips open. And nothing fancy today. We'll just switch to the opposite side. Quick class. Left leg reaches high. Bend the knee and draw the leg through. Shin can drape in line with these wrists, your wrists. Find your position of choice. Again, could roll onto the left hip and find your deer leaning forward or stay high and active. What does your body need today? Maybe a little play with the head. If lifted, you might reach back for that right leg. One hand down, both hands down like so. Another inhale. And exhale, hands return to the earth. Lift that back knee off. Find a plank. And then a down dog. Left leg goes high. Bend the knee, stack the hips open. Level up the weight through the arms. And then downward facing dog, only to roll forward into plank. Come all the way down onto the belly and find Sphinx. Stretch the front line a little more. And release. Press back into a child's pose if the body's ready, or maybe the legs are crossed with a fold. So seated cross-legged with a fold. Roll up through the spine, hands come in behind the body and lift up through the hips and lower, lift and lower. One more time, lift. And then maybe you can take one leg out and then the other. Walk to the center of your mat and hips can land. Come onto forearms, lift through heart and exhale to lower down onto the earth. Hug knees, chest. And the right leg goes high so that we can get a nice stretch here. That left foot can remain planted or leg can go long. Maybe point and flex through the toes. And a nice knee hug. Before, use the left hand, take it across to the right side to help that right leg rotate over. Maybe you lengthen that right arm. Maybe it comes into cactus. And find the spine, a nice little hug. Long body stretch. Both knees in. Right foot plants or leg goes long as you hug left knee in. Lengthen that leg. Find the stretch. And the leg presses into the hand as the hand presses back, or hands press back. And point and flex the toes or ankle. Hug leg to chest. Adjust the hips if you need, and take that left leg over to the right. Another breath in and exhale to find your spine, long stretch. And Savasana. Just a few breaths. Come into presence. Inhale, widen to the sides of the ribs. And exhale. Begin to roll the wrists and ankles. And reverse. Perhaps a knee hug. And roll onto your favorite side. A small ball. Take a breath into low back before you exhale to press yourself up to seated. Roll the head one way, pause. And the other side. Stay. And drop the chin through center. Arms reach up as you look up. Draw the hands to the forehead. May our thoughts come from our hearts. Hands to the mouth and throat. May our words be kind, yet empowered. And to the heart, where compassion lies. Maybe come from this space. Thank you for practicing with me today. Sat Nam. I hope you enjoyed this quick class for when you still want to continue with your asana practice, your physical practice, but maybe things are a little bit busy. If you'd like to see more, you can check out any of the videos linked, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.